Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's me, Maris, and guess what? It's time for an energy forecast. And guess what? Spirit's given me a couple of cards to work with, and we're going to go rocking and rolling with them. We are utilizing the Angels and Ancestor deck. It's one of my favorite decks. It's what I call my signature deck. I do a lot of readings off of that. It's the end of Mercury retrograde. Hip, hip, hooray. I'm so glad. Energy during Mercury retrograde tends to be very stagnant and almost backwards, and I'm ready to move forward, and I hope you're ready to move forward too. So with that in mind, we want to know what the Black Moon Rising is going to be bringing in, because that happens tomorrow night, July 31st. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go with the first three cards. 1, 2, 3. And the first card that we're going to look at, is Moon, and that's hilarious, especially when we are just talking about Black Moon Rising and the phases of the Moon. So we're getting a really big energy burst here, and when we have the Moon talking to us, and I'm going to use that phrase like that, when we have the Moon working with us, we're looking at a lot of intuitiveness, a lot of sublime, a lot of reading between the lines, but getting the message, and that's what's so groovy and cool about that. And so we've got some good, it's telling us to pay attention to our intuition, that we need to take a moment and listen to what this is saying, and then also listen to what this is saying, that third eye, that intuitive part. All right, and then the second card that comes in is going to be the Autumn card, and the Autumn card is about cutting ties with things that are not relevant for you anymore. So we have in here on the Autumn card, it's talking about, we're receiving, first we're getting all this intuition and intuitive messages coming in, and then it's saying, okay, get rid of the minutia, get rid of the loose ends, get rid of things that are not defining who we are at this very given moment. If it's junk, get rid of it. I like to think of it as that time when I go through my closet, whether it's my physical closet, my emotional closet, or my mental or my spiritual closet, and I start getting rid of the things, or I start getting rid of the things or situations or whatever that really aren't mine, especially when they're really not mine to own. So that's a really important phase through there. Ooh, and then the last card that we get is the Seer card, and she is really pretty cool. And in that Seer card, and let's bring that up just a little bit closer for you to look at. I gotta like position it to where. In that Seer card, what are we seeing? Her eyes are covered, but she's able to see what's really there. So we're getting a lot of really good information in this reading today, because we have, we have the Moon. We have the Moon card, and that Moon card is telling us about intuitive messages. And this is the second card, which is the Autumn card, and has that raven on there. It's talking about letting go and cutting things that are old and no longer useful. And then the Seer card seals the deal. And it's just giving us a lot of really good love and support in our energy and in our reading that, don't second guess that initial message that comes through. Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud believed that everybody was an intuitive and that everybody has intuitive gifts. And that first message that comes through is your actual intuition. And when we willy-nilly and flip-flop around with it, that's when our ego sets in. So if we pay attention to that initial message that we get through, often that is the truth and is that lighted path for us to follow on. a little food for thought there. So this energy that's blowing in, we're coming into the black moon rising on July 31st, and then we've got a lot of blessings and bounty and beautiful things coming up after that. And it's saying embrace that, but pay attention to those messages that come through, because those messages have a lot of meaning for you, and they can give you a lot of direction and focus for where you're going and what is your path. Hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Much love and much peace.